Hey, this is James Swanwick from the 30-Day No Alcohol Challenge, and I'm here with my mate Owen Cook, creator of Real Social Dynamics, which teaches people social skills. Teaches guys how to be better with women, teaches women how to be better with guys. We're talking about alcohol. Do you need alcohol to be able to attract the opposite sex, to give you that Dutch courage?
I'd say that if you're just a horrible human being, it might not be a bad idea to just take a few drinks, you know, kind of like smooth over the edges of your horrible personality, and then you could actually meet people. But assuming that you've got anything redeeming in you, I'd say definitely not. I've seen a lot of people when they get drunk go out and go home with people who they shouldn't be going home with. And the two major gripes that I have with alcohol as far as meeting girls, number one is that you'll tend to formulate your personality, like you'll formulate your social skills around requiring alcohol. So if you spend years refining and building social skills, but you're drinking while you're doing it, you almost need that crutch then to get there, and it becomes a self-perpetuating loop where you just continually need to drink, and you actually get scared to meet people without drinking. So even like a lot of beautiful women that I've dated, they'll be around me and I'm kind of outgoing and having fun, and they feel stifled and insecure, and they're like, well, can I have a drink, Owen? Because, you know, you're just having so much fun, and just, I need a drink, you know, and I'm just like, all right, you know, just fine, you know, beautiful girl, you know, even girls who could be making money off their beauty and tearing their beauty down with alcohol rather than viewing it as an asset. So it drives me nuts seeing it, but, you know, they're going to do what they're going to do. And then the other gripe that I have is that socializing is actually a path of self-development, like learning how to socialize, and a lot of that is learning how to make yourself have fun, making yourself let go, making yourself feel good in your own body, and there's a lot of little things that you have to do mentally and kind of keep going in order to do that, and so alcohol kind of plows over that.
Yeah, so what are some of those things? Like, what are the little things that you can do to be fun and to be outgoing without the alcohol?
Okay, so practical steps, I'll give a couple overarching ideas, and then I'll give some like really set steps. So overarching ideas, one thing I like to teach is called self-amusement. So in other words, what a lot of people do is when they talk to someone, they say something funny, they hope the person will laugh, and when they laugh, that it makes them feel good. And a great social skill that I've learned, now you have to keep this relatable. I mean, it can't be so past the point of you know, relatability that is insane. But if you say something that you think is funny, and then you feel good in your own body from that, it shares it with somebody else, and then they laugh by being brought into your world. But, you know, when you drink, you'll kind of naturally do that, because you're like, you know, it's like you'll naturally do it. But when you're sober, you want to train yourself to do that. You know, or things like letting go, just like stopping judging yourself. Again, when you drink, it does that for you. But when you're sober, you have to train yourself to stop judging yourself. So you wanted some...
Yeah, so just let yourself go. I mean, I haven't drunk in 5 years. I know you haven't drunk in almost a decade.
Basically not for 12. Or very quickly, to be accurate, I stopped at about 19. And, you know, I drank in high school. It was interesting. But what I realized, I was like, okay, so every Friday and Saturday I get drunk, and it is funny, you know, you do bond with your friends, but it's like the same damn blur. It's like this blur every weekend. There's nothing new or like growth based kind of coming from it. And then since then, I've drunk 3 times, and every single time that I drank since then, in the 12 years I drank 3 times, I was always like, fuck it, I did drink, it's gonna be fun, you know. And I do it, and I'm like, this is not what I expect, because now that I've learned how to go out and get in the flow and like go pump my own mood, it's like I get the same effect as being drunk, but I think times 5, and without that weird numb face and kind of like something like this like dark energy to like something kind of dragging you down. So if it was actually more fun, I might even do it.
Well, see,
but if you can learn to socialize sober, it's actually more fun, but people don't realize that.
It's so much more fun. Like I said, I haven't drunk in 5 years, and I go out and I dance crazy, and I'm picking up girls and swinging them around, and like, you know, what's that, The Office, Ricky Gervais, in one of the episodes, he does that stupid dance, you know? Sometimes I'll just go out and when I'm around with some girls or guys, I go, oh, I'm going to do the Ricky Gervais dance, and I'll go, and people are looking at me laughing hysterically.
And you're not judging yourself, you're amusing yourself.
It's self-amusement. I don't need an alcoholic drink to do that. When I was in South America, I used to do the kangaroo dance, because I'm Australian, so I go, I'll show you how we dance the kangaroo in Australia, and I'd go like this to the music, and they would go, ha ha ha, that's so funny. Again, no alcoholic drinks, but people see me having a fun time, and they have a fun time. It's like what I feel, other people feel, right?
Yes. No, I mean, definitely. I've been going out with Julian lately, and you know,
Julian's a mutual friend of ours, and also a member of Real Social Dynamics.
And it's been fun because, you know, we you know, normally he travels and I travel, and like, we don't get a lot of time to hang out, but we used to hang out all the time. But lately we've been hanging out a lot together, you know, and we've been out at clubs, and we'll go in there, and he is so good as far as his social skills that he will literally lock down entire ends of a club, like with just girls just You know, and even guys who want to talk, just trying to get in as he just jokes and has fun.
Yeah.
And he's more loose than everybody. And it's almost, I don't want to say like pathetic, but it's like, you know, these really having to drink in order to like keep up with this guy who's 10 times more social than them, having more fun than them, and they're wanting his approval.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy, you know, and then I see people drinking. I'm like, why? I'm like, let us show you.
And the same thing
You know?
for women as well. You know, women who love to drink wine on a Sunday afternoon or something, who feel like they need to drink a few glasses of wine or a bottle of wine in order to sound or seem interesting. It's not true, right? Like the same concept. Be feminine, be elegant.
Yeah.
Go out there and have great conversations. You do not need the wine to be able to come across as a confident, well-spirited person,
no.
right?
Like my ex, for example, when she was with me, she never drank. And, you know, whenever I'm dating a girl, I actually like it when she goes out and flirts with guys. Because, you know, I flirt too, and I flirt, right? So, basically, you know, I encourage girls I'm dating, you know, talk to guys, right? Yeah. And whenever take my ex, for example, whenever she'd say, I don't drink, guys would be like, wow, this beautiful girl doesn't drink?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Like, marriage, marriage quality.
Lock her down.
Lock her down, right? And then since then, like, you know, she's drinking, and, like, we've been talking. She's like, yeah, I hooked up with this guy. He doesn't want to call me back. And, you know, stuff like that. And it's like, why? Because you're just another drunk girl in the club, dude.
Yeah.
You know how many of those there are? That's not scarce.
Yeah.
The drunk party girl.
The scarce ones are the ones who are so in touch with their own confidence, and they're so well-spirited. And
that's rare. That's a queen.
That is
a queen. That's the ring. You know, not to say you can't get a ring if you have a drink of wine, but you know, I don't want to go too extreme, but absolutely you stand out head and shoulders above other women because it shows that your body is your temple. You take care of it, and you know, if you were to have a baby with somebody, that soil is ready. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, right? Sure. Like that's legit.
So 30-day no alcohol challenge is obviously what I've created. It's helping people all over the world just get a taste of, well, that's a bad analogy of tasting, but it's giving them a glimpse of what it's like to go without alcohol. Obviously you don't drink a lot, but have you seen changes in people who've taken the 30 days off themselves and come out the other end?
Yes, it's only good. Look, anytime in life that you're doing something positive for yourself, only something good can come of that. Okay, so whenever I'd say, look, if you want some practical tips, if you're going to go out, you're going to do this. Here's a couple of tips I give. So one, when you get out, try talking to everybody as soon as you see them. Just do it right away. Why? Because you don't want your mind to overthink. Then as you're doing it, minimize time in between social interactions. Just keep talking. From there, never judge yourself. It's never a good or bad social interaction. I call them all 100 out of 10. Why? Because say, who would have the balls to do that sober? What people would have the balls to go talk to somebody sober? Very rare. So give yourself credit. It's 100 out of 10 no matter who you talk to. And the last one is find something funny about it. Okay, so whatever interaction you had, find something funny about it. Because if you're drunk, because if you're drunk and you're like, hey, and the person like blew you off, you're like, fuck you. You know, you'd laugh. Well, you don't need to be like, fuck you, like that. But find something amusing about it, okay? And then just keep doing it. What you'll find is you'll get more and more out of your head. You want to get out of your head when you're socializing. You want to be so much in the flow and taking so much action and socializing that you overwhelm your thinking mind. Because that's essentially what the alcohol would do, is it overwhelms the thinking mind.
Let go.
Like the other night in San Diego, man, I was so much in momentum. It was like in bliss. Like it felt like I was in bliss because I was just having so much fun socializing, and people just want to keep coming up. It's not like I'm like that every time. You know, you'll have highs and lows with it, but when it really clicks, there's nothing better, and it's worth it. Yeah. It's worth doing it the right way.
Great.
It's rewarding.
Owen Cook from Real Social Dynamics, thank you so much. If you want to get into the 30-day no alcohol challenge and see what it's like, we're not saying you've got to quit alcohol, you can just reduce it. But if you want a glimpse into that world, just click the annotation, we'll stick it up right here. Click on that link to get more details. And Owen Cook, check him out on Real Social Dynamics. Owen, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Only good things can happen.